So, you want to know what happened last night? Okay. Well, I guess it all started at Ralph and Betty's wedding. I went with Brad Majors. He's my fiance. You must have him in another room. Actually, we got engaged right after the wedding. He gave me this ring. Isn't it beautiful? Anyway, we were so excited we decided to go and tell Dr. Scott about the happy news, and we got caught in a rainstorm, and then Brad's tire blew out, and of course he hadn't fixed the spare like I told him to 1,000,000 times. Then he said he remembered that there was a castle that we passed back on the road, and he'd go and ask them if they had a phone. And I thought, wow, that's really strange that there's a castle out here in the middle of rural America, but I wasn't going to let him leave me in the car all by myself, so I went with him. And when we got to the castle, this kind of scary butler guy answered the door, and Brad asked him about a phone, and he invited us inside, and there was this really intimidating maid chick and clock that looked like a coffin that had a skeleton in it, and it turns out that we'd showed up in the middle of some kind of celebration, and then the host of the party showed up, and then things got kind of weird. Yeah. We ended up in the laboratory that was in the castle, which was also a strange thing for a castle to have, and we were there for a while. There was speech and things, and then they decided that they should have us stay over for the night and fix the car for us, and we'd be on our way in the morning. So they showed us to separate rooms, Brad and I tried to fall asleep, but I just couldn't. And then I heard a noise, right? I heard a noise, so I went to look for Brad and somehow ended up back in the laboratory. And while I was in the lab for a while, and then Brad showed up, and then Dr. Scott showed up too, and that was the strangest coincidence. And then all of a sudden we were all having dinner, and dinner turned out to be Dr. Scott's nephew, who was the guy that the host of the party had killed in the lab earlier. Oh, I forgot to mention that. Yeah, he murdered him in the lab with a pickaxe. So of course I didn't eat any more as soon as I realized, and pretty sure they must have drugged our wine at dinner, because the next thing I know I'm in the lab and I can't move my feet, and then I'm in this outfit and I'm dancing in a kick line, and I have no idea how I know what to do. And then the butler and the maid show up in these pointy, shiny outfits with a laser beam gun, and they shoot the host of the party and tell us that we need to leave. And so we drag Dr. Scott out of there, and the next thing I know, when I turn around, the castle's gone. And to be honest, I think they were aliens. So anyway, we dragged Dr. Scott over to the road and flagged down a car, and well, here we are. Does anybody have a jacket? And has anyone seen Brad? He's my fiance. I just really want to be Janet at a con before I'm 50. Thanks.